5 minutes ago I was about to come outside and boast how rainy season is over and it's finally sunny in Bali, but it's about to rain. It's about to rain. Good for the grass. If you're following the grass saga, which no one cares about apart from me, I ripped up all the grass and replanted it, and since it's rained for 6 weeks, the grass is wonderful. And thanks for asking. Yesterday I got an email from a nice chap, and he said, James, your course, the 3K Code, and your course, the Sovereign Mindset, have been pirated. And here are the links to those said piracy sites. And he linked to me some awful looking 1997 looking websites where they ask for your credit card so you can download unlimited courses from people like me and other gurus, and or get them for free as well. And then he offered me a service to remove those from the internet for the bargain price of $1,500. And I completely understand why people would do that. I completely understand why people would want no piracy of their stuff and people to get it for free when they're selling those things. I'm delighted by it, and I'm going to let it ride, because pirating my trainings, and the ironically inexpensive trainings of $50, $100, is yet another filter to keep the information vultures away from me. And don't get me wrong, information is really useful, but the growing number of people who see the proliferation of information on the internet and information being everywhere and correlate their increasing information consumption to success is growing. And the number of people who understand how it actually works is shrinking. And piracy and the information collectors that we have out there who perpetually buy courses to do nothing with, is just the other end of the stick. Because information doesn't get you anywhere past what the information contains. And as said in another way, every strategy works. And if you pirate or buy my information and trainings, just the information part, like a workshop recording and some of the implementation pieces, if you implement that, you are likely to get a result, right? And you are likely to get a result when you implement those things for a period of time until the conditions change, because things are always changing. A lot of the stuff we do online, the conditions are changing. The algorithms change, the marketplace changes, the law changes all the time. If you just have information, you don't know how to adapt the information to the landscape. Whereas people who invest in mentorship, coaching and consulting understand that the information is the start point for implementation, and then as the information landscape changes and the strategy must be adapted, but they are close to the people who understand the strategy, have been through the cycles, etc., and they're close to the things that actually get them the results. And this is why you'll see people who, for the best part of a decade, have bought tons of information and very, very rarely or never invested in proximity, just spin their wheels. They'll get to a certain point, and then they'll implement the strategy, and then the strategy will stop working in their position. It just stops working for them because they don't know how to adapt it. Then they will start again by implementing a new strategy. And you see these people all over the place. The people who flick between a call funnel, a webinar, from low ticket to high ticket and all over the place, and end up, in some places, most cases, making a couple of steps forward, then making a couple of steps back and starting again. And they're on the perpetual spinning round circular cycle. And for me, coming back to the idea of piracy, this is just another way to filter these people out. Because over time, you get pretty good at identifying these people, and some people can trick you and get you into close proximity, and then they're the information gatherers and they just want the latest strategy and the fastest result. The true implementation and transformation people understand that the information is the start point, the integration of that into their world gets the result, but the integration of who they need to be and how those ideas need to manifest over time under different conditions is what actually gets people results and what actually moves them forward. So to me, the idea of piracy in the info space is kind of healthy because it keeps the information people away from and allows us to differentiate between the information hunters or the people who are coping with some bizarre idea of I'm just going to try it out before I commit, away from the people who actually want to do something with their knowledge, to do something and make real change, and have not bought into the idea that information is everything. So I guess the pirates are going to have their day with my stuff. There's tons of trainings to go at. After a decade, I've got a fair number of them. I care a little bit. I can't say I don't care at all, but I find the whole thing kind of amusing and another way to filter out the people and find the people that I really want to work with, really want to help, and really want to allow in close proximity to me, because those are the people that make me better. So, choose your consumption diet and your commitment diet carefully, because it will dictate the results you get.